Welcome to the Make Every Day Amazing podcast. Do you want to do more with your life, but you feel the cards have been stacked against you? Once you learn that things happen for you, not to you, you can begin to see your own transformation in the mirror, and the people around you will know that you're on fire. This podcast will show you a whole new outlook on life and set you up for success. Your host, Todd Harmison, will help you make every day amazing.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. My name's Todd Harmison. I'm the host of Make Every Day Amazing, and I am glad to have you here with me. I am back in Indiana, home from my, just a little over 2-month stint that I was down there working. And boy, am I glad to be home. We got home at the end of the week. Had the weekend to relax and enjoy and kind of get the house put back. Had some things I had to take care of around the home. But now that we're back, I am back into recording and giving you podcasts to help you make every day amazing. One of the things I thought about the other day, I was surfing the web and came across a friend of mine. She had posted a picture from Florida, where I was at, and she was talking about how cold it was and showed a picture of 48 degrees. Now, that certainly wasn't the coldest. This was an unusually cool winter down there for Florida. There were several times that we'd go to work and it would be in the 30s, get up to a high in the 50s, and maybe hit 60. But where I'm going with that is, I looked at our temperature at home, and we were 22 degrees. Now, that's a heat wave compared to what we've been, prior to getting home. Indiana had a snap there where it was like 0 degrees with a wind chill that was, minus 20. Over the weekend, I think we had some temperatures that were single digits and had wind chills that were 13, 14, 15 below zero. And then you look at the forecast now for later this week, and we're going to be up near 50. But where I'm going with this is, what one person sees as terrible situation, others can see that same situation as a blessing. Think about that. In Florida, they were complaining about temperature, this morning at 45 degrees. Just think if we woke up here in Indiana and it was 45 degrees. We would be like, oh, this is amazing. This is absolutely wonderful. We're talking about we're going to be in the 40s for high temperatures later in the week, and everybody is just excited about it. So something that's bad to you, you have to put that into perspective and think about other people. How would others perceive that same situation that you're struggling with? You can go to the extreme. Your furnace goes out. And it's wintertime in Indiana, furnace goes out. That's a serious situation. Some of us, if that happened, we'd simply either go to family's house, we'd go to friends, or we go get a hotel room. Stay at a local hotel for 3 or 4 nights, or, a week if we had to, in order to be comfortable and take care of ourselves and our family. But yet to other people, a furnace going out creates a situation where they could be homeless. Not everybody's, again, a crisis to one is a hiccup to someone else. If a millionaire's furnace goes out, well, he probably lives in a home that has a couple of furnaces. Maybe the other furnace can kick in, can take over, keep it at least comfortable. Maybe not, I don't know. My house is just a single furnace. If my furnace went out, we'd move to a hotel, call heating, cooling expert, get a new furnace installed, worry about paying for it and all that stuff later, you know. But that's so important for everyone to keep in mind when you're thinking about a crisis or something that has happened to you that is bad. Think about how others would handle that same situation. If it's a crisis to you, would it be a crisis to me? Would it be a crisis to your family? Would it be a crisis to, John Doe on the street? The way you've been raised and the situations that you've already dealt with in your life changes and shapes your mental capacity to handle other situations. For example, as you all know, I'm 25 years here, starting my 24th year at my current department, but I had a couple years law enforcement prior to that. You know, I've been in emergency services for over 30 years. And does that shape who I am? Absolutely it does. You know, it absolutely does, and how I handle situations. I can see, something that occurs in front of me, an accident, a vehicle accident, a serious one where maybe there's, serious injury or death involved. I've been trained. I'm going to grab my equipment. I'm going to start rendering first aid, trying to provide life-saving measures to those involved. And when the incident's over, I'm going to pack my gear up and, go about my business, doing what I was doing, whether I was driving to work or going to the store or going to dinner, to someone else who has not experienced those same situations in life. Something like that would be mentally traumatizing. You would be so stressed that you may not be able to continue and go to the store or go to dinner. You may just need to go home and decompress and think about what you just saw and what actions you took and the results of what happened because of that accident. Could put you in a slump. You mentally, would just be exhausted. But again, it's because of what you've dealt with. As I said in the beginning, a situation to one person that is terrible, to someone else may just be a hiccup or a blip in their radar. Battery won't start, or battery goes bad in your car. To some people, that frazzles them, gets them all worked up, just ruins the whole day because they can't get to work. And if they don't get to work, their job may fire them. And if they get fired, they don't have money to pay for food and electricity, and they can't, pay their rent. But to someone else, a battery goes out. It's like, okay, I'll go get another battery. I'll swap it out. I'll get to work. I may be a couple minutes late, but I'm still going to get to work. So every situation is handled because of past performance and past issues that you've dealt with in your life as you're growing older. Every day you're dealing with situations that may or may not be crises, and you're building your library in your mind of how to take care of those situations. Okay? It's all about how you handle and how you mentally prepare for life. And that's what I want you to understand. That's what I want you to be able to process when you're thinking about how you make every day amazing. When these little things occur, like dead battery, or the furnace going out, or, seeing an automobile accident, any number of these crises in your day, you cannot allow that to ruin your entire day. Okay, we still have to go about life. We still need to be successful. We still need to find energy every day so that we can, say it with me, make every day amazing. Have a good one, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. And that's a wrap. Another episode of the Make Every Day Amazing podcast is in the books. Thanks a million for tuning in. Before you go, could you do me a quick favor? Head over to iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcast and drop a rating for the show. Your feedback helps amazing people just like you discover this podcast. Speaking of amazing people, are you the next amazing success story in the making? If you're ready to tackle life and its lessons both personally and professionally, get on my calendar by going to speakwithtodd.com. Together, we're going to build you a path to success. Are you ready to jump on board? I'll see you on the next Make Every Day Amazing podcast.